Hi everybody, Nice here. Are you struggling to increase your soap rate? Wondering how to make your outreach actually work? In this video, I will reveal the game-changing strategy using the power of reciprocity by sending personalized messages, scraping target with the data with Phantom Buster, leveraging MindStudio and Make.com as a backend, and you can offer the value first and watch your response rate soar. And ready to see how simple tweak can drive the big result. Let's get started. And now putting up nation file. Yeah. Now get the whole and now design format. Now get the must be words, 41 words. Now we can pretty define percent messages for each introduction message, follow messages, and meeting messages. Now go to my dashboard. Okay, let's see it. Now, what we learn in this video, we'll learn how to improve personalization by scraping the profile. Now, you know that the video is really defined in three parts: ideation, execution, and future further possibility. Now, straight back to ideation. Now, this whole concept is derived from the psychological trick that is discovered by Robert Klein. So, what this psychological trick say that we just want to give, if we are highly possible to give a, a thing when any person is give it before us, means that if you get a gift card from a person, you highly possible to give another one to her or him. It's that social norm that if you take something, you we supposed to give something to return. So what we use the same is that mutual exchange of cooperation, that, and we using this philosophy in our operate. So this whole philosophy is not a huge, not a humongous. It's only tricking some mind that we giving the value first. We showing that okay, we if put effort on your things and we giving the value in a free. So it create a automatic reciprocity effect in our clients, so they response to us to give the social return as a swap rate. The least they can do is swap in our. So this whole scenario is built in this follow. First of all, get the social profile linked. It could be LinkedIn, Instagram, any social media we get. Second, we just scrape the data from Phantom Buster. Third, we store the data in wherever we want to, Google Sheet, Airtable, our desire. Second, we analyze the whole data through any AI. I especially use MindStudio, right? And next, we craft a report and messages for our follow-up and messaging. Now let's quick see how it works in make.com. Now, now here is you can see the basic trigger that where is the we get any social profile, where you can get some profile from anybody or get from CRM. It could be anything. Now, next we launch Phantom Buster as backend when we scrape that whole profile. Then we use Google Sheet as storing data, and third we use MindStudio to analyze it. Now, in this video, I teach you how to build separately. We teach individuals think how to build everything. Now let's go to building a Phantom Buster. So before building a Phantom Buster, you should understand that you have to download two things. Phantom Buster extension. First of all, you have to download the Phantom Buster extension in your profile, and then you have to log in Phantom Buster. And you go to down here and press LinkedIn, because we are using LinkedIn right now. Yeah, correct. LinkedIn. Yes. Now, after you go, you have to go to profile. and you have to just say connect with the LinkedIn and what you would need it. You can just do it from me. There is a video, you can do it from. Now I do set up everything with now. So before it that I will tell you what we're doing. We're doing we supposing that our lead is come from LinkedIn. You have LinkedIn profile. We're supposing that our social profile is come from LinkedIn. We get LinkedIn profile link, and now we're using that links to scraping the data. So I choose a one of person who I want to scrape right now. Okay, just we choose him right now, and we get the profile link. It could be get from any form, anything we needed from by booking the meeting. We just ask from to get our social link, and they easily provide us. Now, I'm using in this. Now, what do we do after setting all of this connecting LinkedIn, discovery, and behavior? You use the URL, and you just have to paste it in this form. Nothing else. You have to connect your cookies. After extension, you get a LinkedIn cookies and just put in this here. Now, after that, we just run the phantom individually in this form. Now it's connected our cookies, and yeah, now save. Now you're using once time for right now for testing purpose. Now using launch it. Now it takes little bit time, but where is not cookies? Connect the cookies. This is take and connect. Now it's connected. Save. Now this one for right now. And go to there and once and launch manually. I think I should head back what is happening here. Okay. Now we have this. Save, 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 save once and save. Now we're launching it. In the beginning, it takes some times, and after you set up properly, it takes okay. It is running successfully not okay. Now, running this, I'm telling you what we do. In this data, what we get is that we get something like this data. Now, the data we get is like this. We get their name, their profile name, their description, their LinkedIn user ID, their who's do they are open to work or not, they are hiring or not, their email ID, their phone number, their company if they have company, and their company URL, their company domain if they provide the position of, and their top their their job range, where they work and how much time they work, where they work, location, like first job, second job duration, school, their school where is that, any skills they have projected, skill one, any endorsement. We get pretty much everything that they're listed in the profile. So we're using this data as our input, because we know that if we just use tweak this data and include this data in messages, this the client see that okay, they actually read our message, our my profile, and just have been analyzing. They are not a random person, they actually study myself and then replying us. So we're using that thing in mind. So I think it's pretty complete. Okay, I think download. I think it's pretty open. It's taking times. Okay, now we just update the Sierra right now. Now I just want to include this CRM in this form. Now what we're doing right now is, despite using in this flow, we're doing right now manually. So we know the process. After we know that how it's system working, we just plug in, plug the module right now. So we're just importing this blank sheet, just importing it. Yeah. Now spreadsheet is updated. Now only we need one thing. We just using one data, 5 minutes, not seconds. So we just delete it, not need it. Or we delete the whole column, delete the row. No, as we know, I say that we get everything: their image URL, their first name, last name, their subscriber, how much subscriber, their degree of connection, if you connected, if not connected, that not, we can use sales navigator, that is also valid. And their mutual connection, we have, if any mutual connection, we also get that, if they are open to work or not, their company URL, job title, job range, their schools, their website, their indoor skills, and everything. So now what we planning right now is, now we get the data of it. But if we just sit down and just analyzing this whole data, it takes hell out of time. So what we using that, next step that we using we skip a data store and now we want to analyze. But if we just analyze sitting as human, it takes hell out of time, head out, because after analyzing we have to personalization, it takes hours of time. So what we doing is just we just analyzing data through AI. So for that, we can't import like this. So Phantom is also allowed to give download in JSON format, but we just using AI right now to use JSON format. So we first of all we just doing is that copy, converting this format to in JSON format, so it easy to us to input in AI. Okay. Now we get pretty defined. You don't care about it. If you just use the module, you can download you can just download it from JSON format. You cannot do. I'm just using for right now. Now, now we get the data for input that we just place in this format and just put in MindStudio. Before that, I want to talk something about this. What is MindStudio and why, how, and what we achieve through it. Here is a MindStudio. The MindStudio is a platform where you can use different AI model in one home space. So we can use Perplexity, OpenAI, Llama, everything in one stand, and also use different blocks. Means that we can use that okay a perplexity for getting data from website. We're using Claude to analyzing a data. Then we use ChatGPT for writing a data. We can different tools module like a make.com and just make a flow of writing a AI apps. So we can create a AI app through it. So in that, that's overall that we're building a app by using AI and with the no code strategy. I built AI. I built one app in right now, and you can know the practical how to build it. Now going to here. Okay, what we want to achieve that? I want to achieve that's like we get four messages like this. First, we have messages with high gain, come across your impressive profile and found as your perfected. We experience digital marketing, experience that stood me especially growing to importance. So we just including the name, job title, and company and skills name. So connect to them. It can improve according to the marketing profile how users approach. It can be aggressive, it can be more friendly. We cannot use our not salesy after we send okay we not be salesy that you need AIF in first message, but it can be tweak again, but we using the name, job title, and company and skills, so we can connect. Second, using we are using the reference job, mention specific skills and benefit of it. So you can just how we using the data to craft our message. So we just scrape the data we needed and just crafting the message. Third, with reminder, highlight, and meeting. So in third message, we just set a meeting link also for that. Okay, you I get it, and after 3 weeks we just send a meeting. And fourth week we just if not they arrive, we just send a follow. For building a MindStudio app, we need prompt. This prompt we need. For that, now we go to MindStudio so understand how we build the app. So we just have to go here, not for the many more. I just open Unite. Yeah. It is a pretty information. You have to go inside it. And my workshop, if you not, you have to log in. And here you have to plus and you have to create a AI. So we're generating a prompt. So we just using our own prompt. So we just leaving a blank. You can use pretty pre-built template for prompting, but I using blank because I develop my own prompt. Now here we put our name of here, where we put like personalization message. Now it is our yeah description I dot mount, and you can see there is a data source. You can put a data source, a file to just confirming that okay this is SOP. So we can use the data source as a reference also. So yeah, we have a capability of also putting data source. We have a function we can use. We can send data and we can set in data in make.com, Zapier. You can integrate calendar by using function. And there is a user input. User input means that we put how we putting the data, what the data type set. So we're using that also. And there is a workflow, and that is that. In workflow, we the most of simulation time we spend in this. There is a prompt, there is a automation, there is a model setting where we just define the underlying model, which is with the main model, temperature and max size, and our profiler. We just know which model. You can just check that which model is working right or not. Just you know the okay. Do the Claude is working right in this step, or do the ChatGPT working right? We can just compare it. So So I'm going for each model. So before it that, I just need to model setting. You know, understand. You can choose pretty much. There is a lot more model. For we use Claude. It is best for using for big data. Now, what is mean by temperature? Temperature mean by creativity. How creative or monotonous it should be. If temperature is low, it is strict to your data. Means that there is if only still what is data. It don't use their heart, their own mind. It don't stick with the and monotonous. But if you increase the creativity, lot more, it just increase the creativity. Okay, okay, acting a joke or using a facts and other facts to reinforcing the idea. You and so it did it's two very different extreme. If you so where I just give the idea where you use. If you have any documentation as to there's a datas whether you have to get a valid data, you use the temperature as low as you can. If you have something like creative thinking ideas, something like writing a script, you use the temperature high so you can create use his or you use on their own idea, and then we write a little bit of creativity. So that we just using not so we just using little bit of creativity, not more. And max token is about how much word we need. So it is right now 400 word is pretty much, and in velocity we don't need it. Now here is a prompt. Now what is prompt about? Prompt means that guiding the AI what to do. We teach the AI what to do, what to not to do. Man, it's defined what the AI app should do in this whole prompt. So I pretty developed the prompt here. I just show you that what should include it. We just have to copy it and Control A, Control C, and go to our app. Where is our app? Yeah, Control V. Now, how our data should be done? First of all, it should be in markup language, markdown language. The most of people not know markup language. This is the language where how the AI should communicate with their model. So if if you write this language, the AI has most probability to catch up your idea. So we mostly use markup language, not a natural language for there. And second, we have different steps to guide what to do now. So we will define the rule. What should be the it should be what it should be to do. So it is a MindStudio app to prompt for personalized message app. We define the rule, what it should be. And next we define the rules. What are the rules they have to achieve? You can say that AI should be providing gesture format, crafting messages, job title, skill endorsement, message should be in segment and defense segment, introduction, follow-up, messenger reminder, recap. We just define the rule, what the AI app should do in. So what are the rules? Next we define the steps that how should the access should be completed, getting input, crafting messages, and just screening for feedback. And after that, we scheme the constraint what to not do. Okay, then not exceed the more than full follow up. Tone should be polite, professionalism, not avoid the jargon over technical language. See how we just defining that what to not to do. And last, we're defining the scope, the boundary of AI. You have to define the boundaries in the crafting message for sales, marketing, and customer business so that it craft only for this. If you diverge your script, the AI app should be vague enough. So if the vague, it being generalized. When it's scoping that one, just putting it's a same a vessel that oh you have to work on this between, and that is a limitation what to not do, constraint limitation that is strictly on JSON provided. Okay, strictly on the you have to provide the format in JSON or generating response beyond the information supplied unless structure otherwise not provide. We just let the limitation and some examples like this. Now you know what to do in prompt. Now it is a basic level in do, but it defines your whole architecture of AI. You have to spend a a little bit of 10-20% of time, if effective 10% time, effective 10% time on building that. So because it defined their overall apps architecture. And after that, we're spending the probably 80% of time in here. So it is the canvas where we do like a make.com. If you use make.com, it's very fine, but it is a canvas where we start the thing and end with thing. So there is adding a module. There are various model. Okay, I just had user input. We can add a module as we desire after clicking plus. So what are the models of me here? So we have text generation. What is a text? Generating text means that we use any AI model to generate a text of given prompt, like using ChatGPT. You just prompt it and get a text. But in this, we can use any. We can Bard, you can use Llama, you can use Claude, any. You have not this restriction. We can only use this ChatGPT. We can use any. We can generate images, display content. We can just get the what the what the means that what the result provided by AI, we just that grab into variable and just display to user. We can display it. Now this context window. Where is put input? What is input that we what we data we provided to the AI? So there is in this app we provide a JSON format with the data of the profile. It could be text, it could be JSON, it could be images, it could be choice, whatever you need it. It could be. Now it's querying a data, it should be that if you just have a database in layer, you can query your data for this sort of information. And running a function, it's an advanced level. You can use Calendly, make integrate, make.com, Zapier, you know. You can also use scripting inside it, but it's a pretty basic level. I don't suggest to do right here. And menu, logic, template, and job. It is a routing data that's we not need. If you build, if you it's required when you're building the high level app where you're using 3-4 apps to integrating it. So in matter of fact, is not required for right now. So we required input. We need an input. Now we go to input section. Here is input section. Now our data should be a long text, and what is the variable? Here you put the variable name. It should be data. Now after that, this data you have just use double curly braces and data to access the whole input that you put in the data. So it hold your whole content that you provided. So you just carefully write this data so you can use it relatively in the flow. Next we have to label text over what we just putting in the questionnaire. So give the okay, just putting a give the profile info. If you have put any placeholder, you can push, but why we don't need text value? No, we don't need advanced. Okay, we have to. So we created a data format or input variable. Now we just have to put in this. So we have there is a little plus icon. Just plus it, add it, and now data is included. Now our first step is completed. Putting a data. Next is generating text. So we're using four as showing that we creating prompt for each messages. You can see that we have four messages. First introduction, second value proposition and follow up, second third meeting reminder, and last is recap and next step. So I using this four step for crafting the four messages. So we have individual for prompt for each data. We just put it in their format. Now I show is where the app is. Now here it is. Now here is the prompt section. We put the prompt here to analyze what to do with the ChatGPT. So let's copy the prompt that we created and just put it. Now, now it is under format, input, and this should be, we should just remove this, the format input. Now have to little put like this, the data. Your input input data is double curly braces data. Now, as I told you that what we put in this message, this context in input, that it fits to this variable, that actually faces by this variable, and we can further for processing. So we can just use the data we provided in the first level and just get the data and just use in our next flow. It's working, yeah. Now it is pretty fine, as we have not to do anything, but I just give the example what I do in this prompt. So there is a not very defined prompt that we use a format that we need what we just receive name, job title, company name, just define and just put the input variable type, rule restriction that include the job, company name, skills, you create a sense of personality, tone, focus value, call to action, what to do, and keep it short. We just focus on step. And then we define the step, introduce yourself, highlight expertise, provide a value, offer the next step. We just define the how to message should be crafted in different steps. They will define limitation, what should not should be complex offer, it should be focused on creating simple personal introduction and what. And there is a we provide an example and key elements. Now it define, we do it right now. Okay, we just display to user, we done it. Now using this next. So put this is head of here, so it is work right now. I should also put this. Now are we repeating the process again because we're putting a 7-second data. Control A, Control C, just putting the data in here, and just the same, pretty same. We just put the data. Your input is slash slash data. That is fine. Now next, now making our canvas clean and effective. Now our third. Now there's a fourth also. We have four messages. I forgot that a bit. And third message, we just providing a link of meeting. So we just want to meeting them. We have a meeting call. So we just provided we have to meeting. Okay, just have a meeting. So I tell you our idea, our solution, so we can grow, grab some opportunity. What we have to do for you. That's some sort of thing. I never forgot to put data in right format. You can do much better than it. Just providing like this, you can improve this also. But I am little bit of lazy right now. Okay, I'm just doing it. Again, I think so. It requires a lot of space. Yeah. Now last and final message. That is the fourth message. Don't know how much token is used by it. Okay, just your input is stack data. Now we build the whole app. You see that? Oh, we build the app. Yeah, pretty fine. We build the app. So we just putting a chat format right now, not reverse data, not explorer. Next time we just put in a chat. We can also chat the data, right? Now let's do the preview. I just summarizing the whole. We just name our chat, put a input, put a parent prompt like this, build automation like this. Your user input, food text for four messages, and then chat enable. going this temperature a little bit, and profiler. Now I'm going to preview. Now think now we just put the data and see how it's working. Do it's working right? Do it's working or do you working? I have to change something. Let's see. Oh, it's a bit chunk data. It takes me. Okay. I think personalization. Now we're just going to. As a founder, then I'm sure you're always looking for a way to streamline digital effort, showing more effects of success business. Your expertise in digital marketing web is truly impressive. I believe our company could be helped with this, and just entrepreneur like yourself, we just on visibility take Jen and we'd like to feed me call. Okay, and now go to next. I want to follow up his previous messages and this or advance this. Okay. There's one mistake that we have to constrain it the data. It is pretty defined. Now we have just put a data unlike here that yeah, limitation. We should add a limitation. Not exceed the how much character? It should be around 300 character. Now we just preview this how this working. Is working or not. Okay, this is a new thread and now it. Okay, again it's not working. Do you using full company prompt or using the I should just change some in the parent prompt limitation. I should also craft third each message that is scope, that's a limitation but not limitation, just a no, each message not exceed the what, 50 words. Now let's preview the draft. Now it should work. Now we just cancel this and this. Now just we see is our working or this how we have blunder right again once again. I think it's just okay. This is message should be acknowledged. Okay. The message is okay. And the message is right. We just okay. We just had a two messages in one side. Hmm. There's prompt little bit of different. It and add the rules also. No message. See the word 50 words. Now it should work. Now put in the raft and now putting a JSON format. Yeah, now we get the whole data in our desired format. Now get introduction matter in 140 words, 49 words. Now we can see that we get pretty defined personalized messages for each introduction message, follow-up message, and meeting reminder message. So it just takes a little bit time just for refine, fine tuning. Yeah. But if you do rightly, it will be correct. Right. And you can just use ChatGPT also refining it, and after building it, and you can do it. Now we just build it, the whole system. Now it is a system you can build it in 2 seconds. In that, if anyone just now just going to the whole in make.com, so how we use it? So there should be the form and Google form type form that we get as social media. I mean, after getting the social link of social media, so any social profile, we just use phantom as a phantom, and we switch to different LinkedIn and Instagram. We use different router for this, and we just scrape the data, update it into Google Sheet, and use a second phantom to just get the downloaded data from as a JSON format, and use MindStudio as backend, and use MindStudio API. And API by you, there is a API in here. We can use pretty defining and sharing an API, and then include it. There's app ID and API, and and then we just use it back and forth and just update it to another Google Sheet or CRM Monday.com and you desire. So you can see that how easy it could be that you get a whole message in a 2 minute of personalized whole crafting, and it's so crazy enough. And we takes only it takes only 2 3 hours to set up, and after using make.com it can be easy. It will be wholly automated. We have to know human intervention. We only have to pay the software cost, and it runs accordingly our desire after we print. And you can see how good this message found and session creating. Mr. Catch my eye, I believe your session to help. And don't go to full messages. It can be defined, it can be improved according to your prompt. We have to just have to idle craft message for you, and you improve your metal how your copy work. According to your copy, this prompt should be improved and updated, because I'm not a special copywriter, I'm a prompt generator, and after you improve prompt, this fits way better than any human beings. Now it's the whole system I developed and right now. And the next thing is that, so we define the whole thing. No, after we know that now we can do the reciprocity in concept and increase our soap rate by sending the message and message, because okay, I just have this written reminder that okay, how we send the message. After 10 minutes of anyone connect with us, we send this. After 2 days we send this. After 1 week we can say, and after meeting we can say this. It is a pretty defined band. And also we can automate this whole series by make.com. We can just automate the time set, meeting time, analyze with Calendly, we just integrate it and get. So now this is the whole base system we do right now. This is the base of what we do can further. We can generate a report of client that after analyzing whole their profile, we can also analyze their post also, their latest 5 posts, 10 posts, and we create a craft a report. Okay, this client like this, interests this option, and we just give the sales team that okay, you have to understand this, and you can use as a connecting questions to the, and clients okay, they have actually research on me. Okay, they feel, see that if put in yourself that if someone just call you that and say that, okay, I see your post of 1 week later that you say about this and I love it. How could you be that, okay, this man put effort to view my profile and just understand me? It create a automatically a trust to you. Listen. And next weekend is analysis that. It is a pretty decent idea that I bring up, that after we craft the report, we just analyze that which client converted, which not. And after we segregating it different certain, if the client converted high and no, and and we we know the data that, okay, this type of client after analyzing MindStudio, and we create another app that, okay, this type of client, this kind of report have high possibility to convert, and we can give the this result to our highest closing rate, so you can get high score lead in our. So we're getting a segregating the client, also prospecting through AI, also we can prospect it. This is the whole theory I developed it. So okay, this is for today. I enjoy to make this video. If you have any question, just comment below. I will reach out as soon as I can. Also, bye. Yes, have a nice day.